Kia ora everyone, welcome to the Lalanga Toolbox. Today we are going to learn about the state of gas and what makes gas special. But first, let's go over what we know about matter. Matter is anything that has weight and takes up space. Everything you can see and touch is made up of matter. Here are some examples of matter, like the food that we eat, things we love to play with, things we use at school, the air that we breathe. Everything around us is made up of matter. There are three main states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. Solids are rigid and keep their shape. They do not flow like liquids. Liquids change their shape and flow. If we put them in a container, they will take the same shape as the container. Gases can spread out and change their shape. Sometimes we cannot see gases. If we took a very powerful microscope and looked at matter, we would see that all matter is made up of tiny little particles called atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. Scientists have found out that the difference between a solid, liquid, and a gas is that the atoms in a solid are tightly packed and don't move. The atoms in liquids are still connected to each other, but not as tightly as in solids. And the atoms in gas are not held together at all, so they can move about freely. This is important information because the universe is full of all sorts of different atoms, each with a different number of these protons, neutrons, and electrons. Each different atom is called an element. But let's recap all that. All matter is made from atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. And inside matter, there are different kinds of atoms, and we call them elements. The periodic table is a list of all the possible ingredients in the world that everything in the entire universe is made out of. Every single solid, liquid, or gas in the world is made up of different combinations of elements from the periodic table. Today, we're talking about gas. Gas is one of the three states of matter. Gas is everywhere, even though they can't be seen. Gas does not have a fixed shape or volume, and it can fill the container it's in no matter the size or shape. Gas is made up of very small atoms which are really spread out and are constantly moving around in different directions. Did you know that the word gas was first used by the 17th century Flemish chemist Jan Baptist van Helmont? Stories say that he invented the word gas from gast or geist, meaning a ghost or spirit. Here are some examples of gases: air, carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, water vapor. One of the most interesting gases in our world is oxygen. Oxygen is the most abundant element in the Earth's crust. Over 46% of the weight of the Earth's crust is oxygen. Can you see the element oxygen on the periodic table? We use oxygen for things like making steel, plastics, textiles, brazing, welding, and cutting of steels, other metals, rocket propellant, oxygen therapy, and life support systems in aircrafts, submarines, spaceflight, and diving. Oxygen helps organisms grow, reproduce, and turn food into energy, like plants and animals. Humans get the oxygen they need by breathing through their nose and mouth into their lungs. Oxygen gives our cells the ability to break down food in order to get the energy we need to survive. Oxygen is the third most abundant element in the universe by mass. It's the most abundant element in the Earth's crust. Over 46% of the weight of the Earth's crust is oxygen. Almost 66% of the mass of the human body, so most of our body, is oxygen. Oxygen is an important element that is needed by most life forms on Earth to survive. Our atmosphere is made mostly of the elements of nitrogen and oxygen. Well done everyone, and great learning. We hope you've learned something new today about what makes gas special. Ka kite anō.